All right, everyone. It's your favorite political innovator here, David Washington of the J and Washington Network, right here on your favorite social platforms. So it's been quite the Friday morning. Happy August 1st. Just got off the tennis court, did a little grocery shopping, stopped by American Eagle to pick up a pair of jeans, and took a nice bath. And I am right here in front of the camera talking to you. And, kudos to Mayor Demings. Mayor Demings had a back and forth with the Florida Attorney General, James Altmeyer. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing his last name incorrectly. I apologize in advance. However, it's this back and forth, and the mayor has had enough. And the mayor theoretically said, hey, I've been, in and out of law enforcement for a lot longer than you have been AG, and we know what we're doing. And Mayor Demings is just saying the Orange County Commission voted to not comply with an order from the governor's office to cooperate with ICE in sending detainees from Orange County Jail to Alligator Alcatraz. The mayor's like, hey, he's standing 10 toes down. Enough of the back and forth. We're going to do what we're going to do, and that's it. And so this is the leadership that Orange County government deserves. This is the leadership, someone in leadership saying, hey, what? Alfonso, what is it? Oh, he did what? I'm sorry, everyone. This is some bullshit. So, wow. Mayor Jerry Demings capitulated, and the mayor has decided to sign the agreement with ICE to send detainees who are appropriate for to be detained at Alligator Alcatraz or wherever, starting immediately, I guess. Mayor Demings has capitulated. How was this predictable? It's a Friday, no one's paying attention, and happy August 1st, everyone. You know something? I was watching my social media and watching and listening to various Orange County Democrats congratulate the mayor on standing tough and that they're with him and stand tall. And predictably, if that's a word, the mayor capitulates. As reported in the Orlando Sentinel earlier. It's about 2:00 in the afternoon on Friday, August the 1st. I don't know, what was it? The mayor has a press conference scheduled for 4:00 later on today, of course, when most people are already left for work or turn off the TV and preparing for their weekend. This is your Democratic leadership. And expect more of this, whether it's the rural boundary, whether it's any further issue in regards to immigration enforcement. And the mayor and the commission, for the most part, or some members of the county commission, Commissioner Nicole Wilson, Commissioner Kelly Simrad, who has a press conference scheduled for Tuesday morning, 8:00, just before the county commission meeting where they're supposed to vote on this. And I'm not too sure if the county commission has to vote on this or not. We'll see. And I'm sure Mayor Demings will discuss this during his press conference this afternoon. Regardless, I'd love to know what was it that made him just come out and sign the paperwork now instead of doing it before. Did the governor throw some money at the situation and say, hey, we'll cover the costs? That would be nice to know. Um, and I'm getting tired of punching down on the Democrats because really, there's really nothing that Democrats, whether it's national or statewide or even locally, they can hang their hat on and say that they're proud of. I mean, really, particularly immigration issues. At the end of the day, regardless of how the Trump administration, the DeSantis administration is going about this, regardless, the bottom line is this: if you're not supposed to be here and you're here illegally, you have an opportunity to return, a flight back to your home country, and here's $1,000 to go with you. And many have taken that offer and self-deported. And they have the right to come back the right way, to get in line instead of cutting the line, to get in line and do it the right way. Oh, he's supposed to be, going after the criminals. Yes, they are a priority. But do you honestly think that everyone else was off the table? If I was in that situation, I would take the deal. I just recently, today, congratulated a friend of mine that I see almost every week. Congratulated a friend of mine for becoming this week a naturalized citizen. A naturalized citizen and registering to vote. Sounds like he did it the right way. So for the Democrats, again, you're on the wrong side of this particular issue, and I see what you're doing. You're tapping into the emotions, that reptilian part of the noggin that your voters, your supporters, your allies, your donors fall for often. However, if you want to look at the pocketbook, how much this is costing us in the long term, and how we've gone back and forth with immigration policy. And that's recently, before Trump took office in January 20th, there was an opportunity for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to move immigration reform through Congress, a bipartisan effort that Vice President Harris was intimately involved with. I believe it was a senator from Oklahoma. I cannot recall his name right now, but they worked hard on it. But you would think that President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, because it sounded like Joe Biden was just not in any capacity to govern, but you would think the weight of the presidency and the vice presidency would have been stronger and heavier on Congress than the influence of Donald J. Trump telling Republican congressional members, don't do it. Don't vote for it. Sound like the president was Donald J. Trump at the time. Joe Biden, I think, was called the Dean of the Senate at one point, had all these relationships. And one of the reasons why then candidate Obama chose Biden to be his vice president, because of his relationships in the Senate, in Congress. What did that do for you, Democrats? Really? So you could, trot out your congresspeople, your candidates for office, your other electeds, and talk about what Alligator Alcatraz is, the Everglades Detention Center is, an internment center, a concentration camp. You could do that. Tap into those emotions of your base. But the real ones, they're watching you, they're listening, they're removing themselves from the emotional pleas and asking themselves, why are Democrats standing for a demographic that legally cannot vote, that legally does not belong here? When you have Black men and their mothers and their daughters and their wives, their girlfriends, their grandmothers, their cousins, their nieces, Black men who are incarcerated here in Florida, who are mandated, required to pay for their own incarceration, knowing damn well they do not make enough money while incarcerated to pay those fees. And therefore, that burden is on the women, the Black women who support them, who love them, who care for them. A burden that the Democrats are not talking about, whether, again, it's nationally, statewide, or locally. And these are citizens, your own base, but you'll plead to them. You'll plead to those Black women. You got to care about these illegals. It's not right. They're tearing families apart. They're separating children from their mothers. While all along, these same Black women are taking on the financial burden that incarceration has placed on our community. But y'all ain't talking about that, are you? Look over there. But don't look right there in your own home. Democrats, you all are taking the L this week. Real bad. Real bad. This is not your week here in Orange County. But we see you. We hear you. And again, what you all are saying and doing is not reaching the vast majority of us who have left the party and realize there are people who are concerned about our communities and doing things about it. And the performative antics, the talk, the theatrics, we're done. So have your rallies, have your meetings of the same people, the same faces, your demonstrations, your civil actions, the same people, the same faces. They don't look like me anymore. 35 plus years in and out of politics, from Chicago to Florida and back again. Y'all don't look like me. Y'all don't even act like me. Not the type of Democrats I grew up with, I fought with, I fought for on the front lines. You want to challenge my resume? Bring it. You want to challenge my experience? Bring it. You want to challenge my knowledge? Bring it. Again, at Jay in Washington, we work with everyone across the political spectrum, especially those of you who can pay the bills. Anyway, hey, there's a lot more that Orange County government has to deal with. You can kiss the rural boundary goodbye. There's a lot of things that the Democrats have really hadn't thought about and strategically decided to just push forward and not think about the consequences. And for the Democrats, you guys are not for the better. Anyway, I'm done. I punching down on the Democrats is too easy, and just a little disappointed. I don't want to go into the weekend like this. Anyway, hey, if you think there are Democrats that friends, family, influencers in the wild, those candidates and electeds who can benefit from this content, and I know there are several, and if they really want to win, really win, not just an election, but start winning into the future, share this and everything else with them. Every bit of our content with them. We're all across social media, our website, our blog, our newsletter. There's so many things that we're involved in, and we've got our eyes and ears on everything. I'm tired. Oh my God, the long conversations. I'm tired, but please keep it coming because I do appreciate it. Thank you. And you all know who you are. Thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in me because you understand that I may be a political. However, I do have a sense of integrity that many politicals don't. So we will see you the next time. I wanted to play my music. There we go. Please like, share, hit the notification button, and comment. I love to hear what you have to say. And again, leave your feelings at home, pack it away, put it away, lock it up, and let's have an intelligent, tactful conversation. So comment, please. Reach out to me. You know how to do that. We'll see you the next time. God bless. I do love you, all of you, Democrats, Republicans, and everyone in between. We'll see you the next time. Bye.